It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Ball is teed up. Joshua Carney to do the honors. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Catch made over the middle. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Jake, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
It's at a long play after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Gets him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake, Milroe. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This is Walker on second. The defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Milroe throwing on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Trying for it with Milroe. Short pass brought in. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Going left side, Bowers has it. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70, 18, Rodley, 8.
Pass play now. Finds his back complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and netted some positive yards.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Completed over the middle. This goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Back to throw now. Taken in by Dobbs. This does not get it. Slumped in short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
60, 79 Broncos.
4th down, pass coming. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. This is the first carry for the rookie from Florida. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Kennedy Lyons. Mustang 19.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Over the right side, this caught by Ferguson. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Pass play coming here. Throws caught. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The Rams out to an early advantage. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Connection made to Smith-Njigba. All right, short of the market for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Jackson Smith-Njigba. A gain of 9.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 4 yards, and that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Ready, go!
From the gun, Milrow. Hits him on the out route. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. There it is, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This will end up as a
The
touchback.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
here we go.
Now a give on the counter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the
Run like that,
46-yard
Kate,
line.
it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Get it. Ready, ready.
Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And he's down to almost, oh, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Deputy
That's
Lions.
another Rams first down.
72.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Set up the screen, and here's McCoy. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Good running here. He's across the 15. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Deputy. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. To the end zone, but incomplete. He couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. The Rams take a second quarter lead.
We know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains, the processing, and anticipation and accuracy. Some can do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
The
ready.
Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. Ooh, he is correct at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but it's a little love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
Now an inside give to Walker. Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 in enemy territory.
The tackle made at
Looking
the
Second down, Walker's going to get it again. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Milroe now to throw. Called in by Arroyo on the right side. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
You know, some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Dan Quinn looking at the situation, making the call. They're going for it. Milroe to throw on fourth. It's caught by Wilson. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Milroe from the gun. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, this isn't even about bending and not breaking. This is about breaking the will of your opponent. Getting in the red zone, stuffing the run, sacking the quarterback, totally changing the energy and the momentum of this drive.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Well, good luck stuffing the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10.
79 Broncos.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. It's to the sideline. It's a catch by Dobbs. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line. This is second and 4.
Let's go now. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7.
Throwing from the gun. Got a man. Bowers has it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
There are times a quarterback blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Cowboy, 19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18 Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
He'll look to throw. Catch me to the right side by Nakua. He fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Here we go. Trap 60, trap 60. Cougar 19. 19 Lion.
Sticking to the air here. Escapes the pocket. Nakua's got it again. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Ready. Nice.
He's going to throw it again. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Running for the marker on 2nd. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Mustang, nice.
They'll throw 3rd and long. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Rams, 1st down.
Goal to go. They're passing. He's got it. Just a couple of yards here as he heads to the sideline.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Let's see what they want to do here. It's 2nd and inches.
Ready. Ready.
Here's a design run. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Rams take the lead just before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Go.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Making some progress here. And he goes out of bounds. They hand them excellent field position up across the 40.
Oh, there's no question about it. that just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Throwing off the play fake. Buying some time right. He takes it himself. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. That is one disheartening look on that defense.
Okay, break.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Cut 19. Cut. Ready.
Throwing now off the play action. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it the automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks start the second half with some needed points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Rookie's extra point is good. And the Seahawks tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Just content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
48-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Bounced it outside, but still no luck as he's brought down at the line. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. That casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy Dragon 60. Let go.
I'll throw it. He's him on the quick hitter. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Lone back gets the handoff. Down to the 10. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. Working quickly here.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the red zone now. Pass it down close. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 3rd quarter lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Ready?
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Go.
Off the play fake, Milroe. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense in a hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. The jumpiness backs him up. Now 6 to go on 2nd down.
Let's go now. Viking 18, 70 Timberwolves.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Press.
From the gun, Milroe. Completed over the middle. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short. Working quickly here.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
70. Lion.
A give on 3rd to Gibson. And he'll get this down on the 33-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
He's going to keep it this time. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Well, QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
It's Walker on the option. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Warriors 70, 65.
Milroe with it on 1st. Brought in right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd and that playbook. Wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
Third, go.
Running left. Here's Walker. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
On 3rd down, Walker. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks picked up the fumble and ran it home. Grouping adds the extra point. And the Seahawks tie us up 28 all.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And nope, not a chance in this one. Knee down for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. Press on. Ready,
Now throw to start the drive. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. You found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. It is caught left side. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike, Brock, as he set out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
On first down, they'll run. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th.
Ready, set.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Left side into the hands of Dobbs. He's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
So now here's third and 5.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Now looking to throw. That's complete to Bowers outright. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They're throwing it. Setting up the running back screen. He finds space into the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Working inside the red zone. That's incomplete left side.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Hold the ready.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Track. Cowboy 80. 19. Ready.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, came two sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line, go win that battle.
Okay, ready.
Tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it.
Come on. Set. Next.
They throw it out quick to the left. And he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Go.
The quarterback run here. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
If It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. It keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And he takes it into the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams take a fourth quarter lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 28. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Milroe from the gun. He's going to get this over the middle to Wilson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
First down throw here from Milroe. Forced out to his right. Called in by Arroyo on the right side. And he's across midfield into Rams territory.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Seattle.
Back to the well again. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. To throw, here's Milroe. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go. Start. Kevin Byron. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. So the hurry up here.
A gain of 16 yards. And the
Here's
Seahawks
Milroe, first and 10. Caught by his back, Gibson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Seahawks down by 7. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And second down only works out for a yard.
carry number 26. Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
To the line, here's third and 3. Here he is to throw. Buys time, rolling right. That's the line he's going to run for it. Oh no, the ball is loose. And it looks like that'll be Rams football. Well, one defender failed, Brock. Another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right, he's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
It's Bowers with another catch. And they're there to send him out of bounds, but Brock, the damage has been done as he gets him up past the
decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here we go. Here we
Victory
go.
formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Ready.
Line up the design keeper.
Ready, ready.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Tag. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
The highest metric, the city just made it sweet. People diabetic, they mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette, the LA yelling. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 It's crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Crazy, scary.
Third down, and they need to get 10.
Here we go. Go.
Here he is to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's making a bid for it. And he's out of bounds. So that clock is going to stop Brock, but it's not going to matter. They've got the first down. This game is over.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Go.
Here's a design run. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. Well, quite the streak of wins that they have ripped off as of late, Brock, and that continues this week.
Is my math right? Is that 5?
So look at you shocking everybody. Yes, that is 5 straight after this one.
Yeah, things just got to feel different every day in that building. Playing this well over the last month plus, guys feel like they're on another level, and it gives them a huge lift on game day. You feel that confidence.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.